stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Angel Santiago. I am bringing to you the AARL. I'm going to have to say this correctly, hopefully this time. Truckers Feed America Cup Series. We are in the playoffs, round 3 of the playoffs here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We are joined tonight by Emily. Emily, I'm not even going to try to put your last name because I'm pretty sure I messed it up before. So, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining.
I'm doing a lot better. I know some of you guys and gals know that I haven't been here the past couple of weeks. Had some family matters to attend to. But I am back and ready to watch this Bristol race tonight.
Man, I love Bristol. Nothing better than Bristol, especially a night race at Bristol. It always means that much more. I mean, I don't care what's happening. It's always such a fun track to race at. These cars, they're a ton of fun here. You can really run the bottom or the outside. The outside chews up the tires more, but it's faster. But, man, if you can wrap that bottom, it makes it a ton of fun. We're going to go ahead and bring up our race info for tonight's race. Once again, we are in the playoffs for the All-American Racing League. We are here live from Bristol Motor Speedway, half-mile oval, the last great Coliseum here in Bristol, Tennessee. Track temp is currently sitting at a nice warm 80 degrees with the ambient temperature at 78, 56% humidity, just about the normal. So these cars should be able to find their grip in the nighttime, and with this, warm but not cold temperature per se, I think it's just perfect for these drivers tonight. So, Emily, we're going to have 200 laps. They get 5 total tire sets, 70% fuel. I can't imagine fuel will be coming to play too often here, depending on how long they go with these green flag runs. Go ahead, and if you are joining us on our YouTube, be sure to let us know who you are rooting on. We will try to come back in here and get ourselves updated with you. Thank you to... Boy, I'm not even... I assume that said Alex. Rooting on the number
Kaiju
72. Kaiju Cats. There you go. Is that how you say it?
Let me double check.
Oh boy. Nonetheless, running on the 72. That is the 72.
Kaiju Cat, that's how you say it.
Oh, you know what? I'll just leave it to you. Running on to 72 of Jeremy Flanagan. We've got about half a minute left here in qualifying. Only a 35-minute qualifying to get their 2 laps. This is Bristol. You don't need much more than a minute and a half to put put your qualifying session together. So aside from that, like I said, we're gonna have 200 laps. We have 18 cars, I believe, 18 cars in tonight's race. So a good amount of cars to make this field fun, but also just enough where you can really stretch out the field itself.
Yes, 100%. And the lanes that we're going to see tonight, there's 2 lanes that mainly is going to happen. That top to mid line and that bottom line. That top to mid line is going to be where you're going to see a lot of the tire wear at, and it's going to be the faster dominant line of tonight, and that bottom line is going to be where you can save the most of your tires.
Yeah, I did a race here, maybe about less than a month ago. Actually, I've done 2 races in the month. Well, okay, I don't do officials, but okay. I did have 2 league races on Monday and Friday for HTO and on our Friday night league that we also broadcast here, MSRL. We did races at Bristol, and I gotta say, you're exactly right. That bottom line makes a big difference saving the tires, and I know you feel so slow at first, but man, once you start picking these guys off where everybody's struggling to hold their car, and you can rotate the bottom so much better than they can rotate anything else around you. Yeah, I think you'll just be just fine as long as you can hang on to it.
New paint for that one car I see.
And we have some beautiful paints throughout. Lilith did have that one last week, so it will be new for you and anybody who didn't get an opportunity to watch us last week. We'll go ahead and go over our grid here for tonight's race. You have Jason Middleton starting on pole. Lilith Peters is going to be in second. Kyle Purcell, David Lorfano going to make up row number 2. Row 3 belongs to Cameron Harris and Jackson Carr. Row 4 to Peter. I'm going to keep saying that right. I'm sure you are.
Peter Therrett?
Man, I know I said it wrong. But
I think that's how you say it.
Cliff is gonna get on me for it. So Cliff, I'm sorry, and Peter as well. Nathan Christensen in 8th. 9th is Sean Purcell. John May gonna be in that 10th position, running out your grid here for the top 5. I think we should have at least 2 laps to go. No, pace car's off, or lights are off on the pace car, so we will not be interviewing the pole sitter, at least at the moment. We can bring in Jason a little bit later.
Under caution, I believe we should be able to do that.
Let me look at the pace light. It's Bristol. Well, I don't want to take a chance.
If the caution comes out again, we can.
Yeah, we'll definitely bring them on in. Let's see here. Okay, well, the lights weren't on the pace car, so maybe they didn't even extend it. Maybe everybody had to get settled in behind, and they just extended it by a lap is what happened. So, nonetheless, still too early. What we can do, though, is maybe go through the rest of the grid before we get started here. Let me jump over so everybody gets their opportunity. Row 6 belongs to Christian Delgado and Jeremy Flanagan. Travis Rodriguez, Robbie Fletcher, 13th and 14th. Row 8 belongs to Tyrone David Hera in 16th. Justin Horton and Larry Garn's going to make up the field. I don't believe Adam Angerstein will be racing tonight. Oh, no, he is. He's in there. I'm sorry. He did not put a qualifying lap is what happened.
And as we go green, that number 11 car. Haven't seen that car here much.
No, but going to rotate the bottom very well. Going to easily take first place away from Lilith Peters and try to pull away. The battle going to be really not for up until maybe Lorfano and Jackson Carr who are going to stay side by side. I've raced Lorfano here at Bristol before, and I know that he's got some speed, so we'll be excited to see what he can pull off maybe for tonight's race. So always a little bit more difficult when you're one of the admins to really focus on the racing. So hopefully he gets to enjoy himself a good night here as everybody's looking to stay mostly single. Oh, we do call one car. Spoke too soon. That's David Harrow, the other person who helps run this league. Unfortunately there for the 15. Looks like the car should be in one piece. No major damage. I think he'll be all right to keep on going. Yeah, I don't see anything down. I think he should be all right.
Hopefully.
We'll jump back here to the leader. Again, as mentioned, Jason Middleton still in the lead. Now it looks like Lilith Peters might be under attack from Kyle Purcell. That time she was a little bit quicker than him, but we know, at least from last week, she was very good at saving her tires.
And that is really coming in and out every single week. She is one of the fast cars out here. I know myself. I can't speak for the past couple of weeks. Angel can, but she is one to be. I believe, if I am correct, she is still first in the playoff points. If not second.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? This is what I get for forgetting that I don't have a Cliff who he was just telling me this information last time.
Let me see.
No, she is second in points. It looks like
okay,
5 points behind Peter. But I'd say that she's in pretty good start right now, considering she's in second and he's right now down in 6th place.
Yes, 100%. And you said we're in round 3, so I believe, let me do some research really quick. I probably should have done that before the race.
I hope I said that. I hope I even put down round 3. I'm kind of going to go off of what our good friend Frank Marchese puts up on our YouTube pages for us. And he doesn't follow the leagues, you know. He's a guy that does a lot of the background work. So I'm not blaming him.
But actually round 1.
Race 3. That's what it is.
Round 1, race 3, gonna be Bristol, and our next one, finishing off our round 1, is gonna be Chicagoland.
Ooh,
that's gonna be.
I love Chicagoland.
All I gotta say is, it's gonna shake up things. It's an easy. Ooh, Lil Peters taps that. Well, that's something you gotta be careful with in these cars. I know personally myself when I was running officials here, is that if you keep on tapping that wall, it's called progressive damage. iRacing recently added.
Yes, that's right.
You are able to knock that right front off. Even like I remember myself, I did it, and I was so mad.
Yeah, that's right. It is possible here.
I barely even touched it, and my right front broke off, and that tells you how much you got to be careful with these cars. These are like a delicacy. I think I said that right.
And it's funny though, because while that is true, at the same time they're also somehow more durable.
I know, right?
It's an oxymoron
so weird.
almost.
It's like a 50-50.
But honestly, I have to say I've enjoyed the durability. You know, we still got to work on that, and I'm all for that progressive, you know, damage model. Because if you're gonna keep hitting the wall, I think you should be penalized for it. Now, granted, I am also the guy who constantly hits the wall, not on purpose, simply because I can't drive. So that might screw me at one point in time, but I do like that. And I like the overall durability. I had 6 minutes of damage racing, I think, at Talladega. Got it fixed up.
Talladega.
I had all my RPM still, no engine damage. Got it all fixed up, and I still finished in the top 10 with the rest of the field.
I mentioned that 11 car is pulling away from the field. Currently a 2.5 second gap. Definitely putting that work in, running that high line, and that comes back to what I said at the beginning of this races. That high to mid line is where we're going to see a lot of the speed coming in and out of this track. That bottom line is what you want to save tires. I know myself, that bottom line, I ran all the time. But that high line can be tricky, because if you run it too high, you can end up hitting that wall like we saw with Lilith Peters back then.
As you see, already looking to start catching some of this lap traffic. Guys, I don't think some people realize how difficult this track is, and how it's a very small track as well. So unless you're hitting your marks every moment of the time like Jason Middleton is, you're going to probably go a lap down with 19 cars. So right now we see Robbie Fletcher having started up there in the, I believe, 14th position, now down to 19th, going to be the first car to go one lap down in that Tony Stewart throwback right there. Good looking number 71. And then as you see, Jason Middleton will now look onto Larry Garnes, who is not too far in front of him.
Yes, as we're working lap 22 out of a 200. It feels so weird out of the amount of tracks I've been racing for the past time. We're not even much time into this race, and we're already 23 laps in. So, definitely going to be an interesting race. Amazing drivers out here tonight. Amazing paint, if I do say so myself. Some new ones out there since I've been out in the booth last. Number 11 car is going to be coming up. 2 lap cars. Going to be working on the outside of 15. Going to be bringing it 3 wide.
Nope. Gonna back out of it.
Going to be thinking
One,
better.
two, wow! That could have been really bad. I'm not sure if this is going to bring out a caution or not, and that will bring a caution out. That's a fair caution right there. See, and that's why the 11 didn't want to go 3 wide. That could have been the 11 right there. We almost saw the leader get taken out in this one.
And that's going to put a lot of cars a lap down. That's going to put at least 3 cars a lap down. And if you think about it, it's a chance that everybody might come down pit road, just get that top off.
Yeah, go ahead and top off. I think if you're further in the back, I would. We're gonna go ahead and jump on board here. Oh, actually, this may have been too late already. Yeah, this was after the caution had already come out. Trying to get the chopper cam. Didn't get a great view. We'll go look at the blimp cam right here. You see the 2 up top just tags the wall a little too far up there. Yeah, just as you were about to say.
At that point, it's just like Dover. You hit that wall, you go straight back into the inside. I know myself. We're gonna go back into some history here. Yeah, you touch that wall, you gotta be careful with it, because it can bounce you back into the inside. As you can see, the 2 car touched that wall, and it just bounces the car back, and really, they couldn't do anything after that.
Yeah, it's a scary moment right there for that 11. Speaking of the 11, let's go ahead and bring him on in.
Yes, sir.
I'll find him somewhere.
And what number is it? The 11, right?
The 11, yep, that would be of Jason Middleton.
I got him for you. Give me 1 second.
Perfect.
I can drag him up here. Jason, this is Emily and Angel in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Fast car out there tonight. Running, I think what was it, a 3-second gap starting to lap some cars. What was going through your mind while you're behind that wreck? I know you stalled it 3 wide and you're thinking better yourself, not pushing it.
Yeah, I was trying not to push the issue there. I didn't know what those guys were going to do. They were racing really, really hard. So I was debating on whether going 3 wide, and I saw them get real antsy, so I decided to go ahead and make the move, and it ended up paying off, because I believe if I would have tried to stay behind, I might have gotten taken out there. So I think it paid off for me.
Oh, yeah. Angel, you got anything you would like to say to the race leader and pole winner?
Yeah, additionally from that, to get an opportunity to give you a proper interview for your pole. We didn't want to mess up the start there for you. Fast car to start. Obviously, we see that, it's not just qualifying pace that you have. You're going to have pace speed as well. How do you manage now being in the lead and trying to hold off somebody as fast as Lilith Peters? And if I'm not mistaken, is that your teammate as well?
Yes, it is.
So you got a teammate, but it is Bristol, and who doesn't want to win at Bristol? So how do you manage here? Obviously it's a long race, but what do you feel like is going to be the not giving up your obviously strategy, but a good plan, a good solid overall plan for the race?
Well, if I wear out my fronts, I want to have a big lead, which is kind of what I was going for there. So I kind of want to get away again. I'm not sure if Lilith has better fronts than me at the moment, but we'll have to see here in about 30 seconds.
Yep, so, looks like you're about to go green now. So we'll let you go there, Jason. Thanks for jumping in with us. Congratulations on the pole position, and good luck here throughout the rest of the race.
Thank you. Thanks for bringing me in.
All right, and that was Jason from Kaiju Cat Motorsports. I kind of love the sound of that, not gonna lie.
It does sound pretty good. It's very, obviously it's different, and it's not like it's complicated to say. Once you know how to say it, you say it. So, sounds pretty awesome.
Car dives down. 11 car's gonna have the gun to shoot it and pulls the trigger. Be getting a nice jump out in front of that 1 car. Gonna be choosing to go on that outside lane, which has been dominant here between the leaders. Lilith P is going to be attempting to track down that 11 car. It really comes down to who got tires and who pitted, as the 57 car is going to be on that one car. And I heard car in the wall. I don't think that will be a caution.
No, it was
caution
Adam
does come out. But
Angerstein. Nope. While these guys figured it out, let's go back over and jump to see exactly what happened. This is the 9 of Adam Angerstein. Let's see here. Oh, I think he was trying to slide up in front of the 7.
broke his right front off too.
That's exactly what happened.
I think they have a fast repair too. If I'm remembering correctly, they have a fast repair, so you'll be able to come back out here. But the problem is at this track, you go in the pits, you're going a lap down. There's no ifs, buts. You're going a lap down.
And it's exactly what
another
it is.
thing is too to mention, when it comes down to it, it is double pit roads. I heard that in my radio I have on my belt. So it's not single pit roads, it's going to be double pit roads. So when it ever comes down to a green flag run, it's going to be a decent for the leaders so they don't go multiple laps down.
Yeah, that's, oh goodness, that's nice. You hate having, I mean, honestly, I don't enjoy always having those single pit lanes because it just feels like, you know, so, now we got a good battle back here. We were talking, and David Lorfano and Jackson Carr are still side by side, even from the start of the race. Here they are side by side for third still.
Yes, again, it comes down to it though. Now that bottom line, it really depends on how late in the run once they get rubber down the track, or how your tires are. That high line can be dominant, but it'll burn those tires up. So if you keep on running that high line, it'll burn those tires up. But that bottom line, that's if you can tell by 8 car David Lafrana, he was able to make that pass in the 57 car a tad easier than that, you know. So.
Well, and additionally from there, I think what I would like to do here, we're going to go ahead and jump on board with Lorfano. I'd like you guys to see what kind of line he's running. You see, he's been running the inside, and I think it's allowed him to really save his tires. You hear him on board, I'll even bring up the sound here a little bit. You know what's one thing I'm not noticing, Emily?
Braking. He's not braking.
He's not braking, and I'm not.
And that is really actually kind of a key here at Bristol is you brake too much, you go upright. It's kind of like locking your right front up. As he passes the one car of Lewis Peters, I think he's on fresh tires.
No, Lorfano has not pit. He's just been doing a great job saving his tires. He's still stuck on the bottom there, and I agree. When I did this my race here, I had so much fun. I just ran the bottom the entire time, and I gained so much spots that way. And as we do see a side-by-side battle right now between the Purcells, yes, Kyle and Sean, side-by-side right now, putting on a good show for us right here. As they're side-by-side behind him, and they continue to be everywhere throughout the rest of the field. Oh, here comes a 0-0. He's going to take him 3 wide. Oh, he got on the apron, couldn't hold it.
And I'm going to take this back to that 2 car when he got into the wall. I was running Dover. Somewhat similar track, I say myself.
The concrete, yeah.
Especially when you hit that wall, too. How you get sent back in. From previous experiences, and we won't say when. I did that. I accidentally sent the inside buddy of me into the infield.
Oh.
If that tells you how hard that hit is.
Oh, that's fine. I've accidentally wrecked a teammate or two. It all happens. So, yeah, you know, unfortunate, but it does
definitely
happen.
flaring. But yeah, no, this is one of those short track tempers. I'm expecting tempers to flare probably later in the race. We're working lap 47 of 200. Can't believe I'm saying that again. But about 1/4 done with this race.
Well, I will say that the last time around, Lorfano was a 10th quicker than your leader, and he's down to just under a second, I believe, from your leader. So right now, Jason Middleton with a 9.5 tenths of a second lead. That last time, Lorfano was just under 1.5 tenths quicker. So sometime here in the next 10, maybe 15 laps, we'll see a battle for the lead, quite possibly. Now, Johnny May, he pit on lap 26. So he's using his fresh tires to his advantage. That's why he's up to third. I don't think Lorfano might have a chance to get to the lead here.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely tracking down the A car, but the A car is gonna keep on letting them burn their tires up on that outside line. 'Cause that's what Honestly, that's what I would do. I would, hold them up to that high line as the 0 car almost gets on the 11 car is going to come down pit road, lap 50. I definitely know he could go longer on field runs, so his tires must have expired and he was hoping for a caution, which, I'm going to be honest, fellas, I don't think there's going to be a caution anytime soon.
Nope.
Knock on wood, and you can set your hate mail over to me. But new race leader is going to be the 00 Johnny May, going to be leading his first lap. Yes. Luckily, I ate my own local pizza shop, so I already ate before, so I'm not hungry.
I just ate too, but I'm always hungry for cookies. Come on.
Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of learned from broadcasting this amazing league is definitely eat before you get in the booth. They run some scrumptious paints out here tonight.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, good looking paint scheme. Let me see. Can I get the front?
And
there you go.
I think that is a sim stamp. Do you think that's a sim stamp? That's pretty good for a sim stamp, I'm not gonna lie.
For the number?
Yes.
You know what? I think it looks like it could be, but
it's hard to tell.
Honestly, though, it shouldn't be anything else, because anything more takes away from the car or the number. I think this is just
it looks
perfect.
So good.
It's.
The leaders are coming up on the lap car. The number 3 car gonna go 3
wide.
Oh,
the 00 is gonna touch the wall there.
New race leader is gonna be the.
He says, "Yep, I'll go back down to the bottom." He did have a much faster 11 of Jason Middleton in front of him. So Jeremy Flanagan is going to go ahead and make his way down pit road, number 72, Foxfire Foods Chevrolet.
No, wait, I think that's part of Zorku Nation, yes?
Oh,
wrecking out of 4,
Oh, no.
Cautioned out, wrecking.
That was exactly what the 11 probably did not want to see. Granted, he will. Well, okay. What happens
everybody
here?
pits, he gets back on the lead lap.
And
it does actually help him out, though, if you think about it. If everybody pits, he'll go back on the lead lap.
Yep, and Johnny May, if he really wanted to have some fun, could pin him a lap down, but he's on 30-some lap older tires. Will be 40 lap probably by the time we go green, so you don't want to do that. Yes, I know.
That really hurts him.
You could pin the fastest guy on track 1 lap down. Somebody's got to take the bullets.
That's what happened when I did Talladega So funny enough story. I ran Talladega. It was a full-length race in Xfinity cars in one of my leagues I run. 97 laps, I was 1 lap down. Never was able to get it back. Finally, that lap 97, I got it back, finished 8th.
Wow.
Talk about a good finish, though. As we got wholesale pit stops, not from everybody, so that's going to keep that 11 car 1 lap down, sadly.
Yeah, I don't know if he might get the lucky. No, he won't get the.
He might be pitting on this tire. Remember, it's double pit stalls. No.
Well, no. Pitting. If he was gonna be the lucky dog, or if he knew he'd get his lap back, then he would have come down. But I'm assuming with Johnny May staying out, that
I believe he'll get his lap back though.
Oh well, at one point in time, just maybe not today. No, not this caution. Yeah, no, it's way too early to count that man out of this race. Jason Middleton is way too fast.
With everybody that's lapped down currently, we currently have Robbie Fletcher, Tyrone Yo, Jason T. Middleton, David Hara is all of your, I believe that's what, 4 or 5 cars that's a lap down. Jeremy Flanagan is going to be 2 laps down. Peter Thayer is going to be 2 laps down as well. And Adam Angerstein 2 laps down. So he's definitely going to have a battle between 2 cars to get up into that lucky dog position. And if you guys don't know what the lucky dog position is, if you are 1 lap down and you are ahead of the other lucky dogs, or shall I say other lappers, you will be waved around the pace car under caution. Now let's say you get an X, which means if you get an incident point, right? It'll be taken away from you. So you do got to be careful, especially at Bristol.
Don't remind me. It's gonna bring back some PTSD for me. I was waiting to get my lap back. Was 1 lap down at a Bristol race. End of the race, had a chance. I still had an extra set of tires. I may have not had enough time to win the race, but I had a top 5,
Oh, yeah.
with the caution. And under caution, when I stopped completely, somebody came behind me and just bumped me enough and gave me it was still I think it was ended up being a 2x, but it was the reason why I didn't get my lap back. So.
Oh yeah. As the pace car lights
Frustrating.
are off, and we get ready to go green. Lap 62 out of 200. Gonna be double zero cars gonna be leading the field to green. Gonna be in the guide car restart. Gonna be pulling that trigger start finish line. Zero car leads lap 63. Gonna be going on that inside line. Those Peter's gonna be running that outside line. Dominant line out here tonight, and all these cars did take tires. So new race leader's gonna be Lowe's. Peter's gonna be leading first lap of her night tonight. Gonna be almost 3 wide in the back between the double zero car and 04 car. Double zero's gonna be running the high line. I feel like, you know, not taking tires was somewhat a bad move. But everybody got their plans out here tonight. The 8 car is going to be running that inside line. 04 car is definitely wanting to try to get past them. We had a car in the wall back there. 3 wide. 10 cars going to be on the inside line.
Ooh, that was
6 car got loose back there.
What a
but
save.
saves it. Battle between the 57, I think that is, and that double zero car. 67.
67, yeah. Hard to tell from Justin
There's
Horton.
2 of them out there, alright?
Yeah, that is true. Let's not forget, guys, that Peter in that 6, who we almost saw wrecking there off of that one turn, he was your points leader coming into tonight's race. Currently mired in 15th, a lap down, while second place is leading
I will say,
this race.
I feel like if he doesn't get his laps back, we'll have a new point standings leader. That'll go. Okay, let me rephrase that. We have a new point standing leader again, because for a very long time, Lowe's Peter's actually, funny enough, was high in points until Peter caught it. I actually never saw that coming. So he definitely put in a lot of work the past couple races then.
Yeah, he's had a very good last couple of races, and I think it was last week Lilith Peters was involved in an incident or two where she ended up having a bad finish.
Ooh.
I know she had a couple incidents. I don't remember if she had recovered from it. I broadcast 2 or 3 leagues a week, and I got too many things I can't remember all of them. But I do believe she had, because she was fast last week at Richmond as well, which should be no surprise in a similar short track style, that she would be successful here. But right now, Jackson Carr is all over her back bumper. This is the 57 that you were talking about, looking to make that move.
And after we watch this play out, you want to check out each car and give them some stream time and check out the paint for tonight.
Let's go ahead and
Bristol 200.
Give a rundown for our drivers here. So we have Lilith Peters here. She's from Tampa. And
57 car is actually going to be making that move on the 1 car.
Yep, going to move to the outside. Jackson Carr from Des Moines. I believe that's Iowa.
Des Moines.
Okay,
sorry,
I'm sorry.
I'm from Iowa myself.
Oh,
so
perfect. Okay, see,
I'm
I'm Hispanic, so I see an S. I gotta use the S.
Yeah, it is a silent S, sadly. But
there's no silent S in Spanish.
Actually, go up to Des Moines. What? Ooh, wrecking backstretch right here.
All right.
Looks like.
Ooh, I heard a big hit right there.
Car on the apron, I heard. Tyrone Jr.
Johnny May. He's significant damage. You see that right front right there.
He's gonna have to tow it. She's gonna put him a couple laps down. Let's go take a look at that replay.
It's already broken right there. It looks like. Look at the way this drive.
No, it actually wasn't broken.
It's just a. Oop, I hit the wrong button there. It looks like it's just hitting the bumps uncomfortably.
I think.
Oh!
Car went up into him.
Yeah, I think the 2. I don't know if the 2 thought he was clear. Let's go ahead and jump. Oh, the 2 slid up the racetrack. Look how tight that thing just did not turn. Let me get a different view. Our blimp cam right here.
Yeah, I think the 2 car just thought he could make it and didn't make it, and just cuts the nose off the 0 car, putting it in the wall. I wonder if that broke his.
Let's see, the 2 car, that is of Tyrone. We're going to go ahead and jump on board with him. Unfortunate race for Tyrone tonight. Oh, I know exactly what that is. That was simply when you don't have a good peripheral in these cars, especially if you don't have, you know, the equipment for it. I know I don't have the equipment for it, so it's the reason why it happens to me every once in a while. He wasn't even really all that far off the wall from his view there, but in reality he was closer, and the 00, I think he got a little bit loose in the middle of that corner too, so he wasn't as close to the wall.
I also think the 00 was in his blind spot too, possibly.
That's one of those, man, wrong place at the wrong time. Unfortunate for Johnny May there. At least he got to get up here and lead a couple of laps.
I will say, don't count him out. He does still have a fast repair left.
That is true. I do believe he had a tow, so we'll have to see how long that's going to be, and if he's going to be able to make up those laps.
You want to look at him in pitch really quick before we get ready to go? Yeah, still in pitch.
Been there for 2 minutes. Yeah, that's definitely a tow, unless he forgot to hit his fast repair, which
that might be a chance.
I have done recently, so I can't say badly on anybody. In the process, Jackson Carr took the lead though, and he's got the lead.
Yes. That will give me one moment while I double check my facts. 11 car is 3 laps down now. What happened to Jason?
Oh, I wonder, was he involved in that wreck too?
You want to go back and look at it really quick, or?
Let's see if I'm with him now. When the caution came out, he's got some right front damage there, a little bit.
Huh.
I don't really
4 laps down now.
Yeah, he's still in his pit box. He looks like he's either fixing his repairs or.
I will say I never saw that coming.
I can't tell you where I see something may have happened to him. Looking down our list, and nothing really kind of stands out as to what all could have or could not have happened. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. So, unfortunate day for your pole sitter, but here we are, getting ready to go. Green Flag Racing, just back in time here. 57, Jackson Carr, big launch. That leader's always going to have a nice launch. You even saw it with the 00 on old tires. He get a good launch. That's just that benefit of being the control car. He's immediately going to go to the outside, put a block quickly on the 1, go back to the bottom, put a block on the 16 of Christian Delgado. He's going to take second. He's looking for third, or for first.
Oh my, it is a scatter pack back there. Everybody's starting to get settled in now. Lap 81 of 200. We're almost halfway through this race tonight. Gonna be working a little closer with that 16 going on that inside of that 57 car. Lil P's gonna be going back to third. 57 car is definitely gonna be pulling that lead. Jackson Carr, one of those fast cars in a couple of leagues that I run myself as well. Really fast car. Beautiful paint as well. I believe a part of Kaiju Cat Motorsports. If I am wrong, I'm sorry.
57?
I believe that is part of Kaiju Cat Motorsports.
That is correct, yes. Along with Horton and Flanagan. 1 and 2.
Your first place and second place sitter is part of Kaiju Cat Motorsports. Ooh, 10 car's gonna be working on the outside of that 16 car, trying to make it work. And can I talk about Cameron Harris? I haven't talked about him tonight. He was having a good run the start of this season, and trying to work back up into those playoffs. I need to double check it. I don't know if he made it.
I am not 100% sure either, but we can go ahead and double check that. That's not a problem.
Yes, he did. He is third in points, actually.
Well, I believe he had a pretty good race last week too.
Okay.
So that would of course help.
Definitely moving up to fifth. No, not fifth. I lied. Fourth. Definitely moving and grooving that car, running that bottom line. Cameron Harris, running that fast car every week in and week out. Definitely gonna have hopefully a good week. Knock on wood.
Finished fifth last week.
Yes, so definitely looking to make some points up tonight. Running the inside line of that 10 car. Double wide behind him.
Oh, there goes the 10!
Loose, wrecking on back. Caution flies lap 88. And we were right with that if we want to go back and watch that.
Oh, no, we need to see the 10.
I just feel like he got the air taken off of him. He tried running that, just gets loose off the corner, and at that point, you're just in it for the ride.
We'll jump up from the chopper view, nowhere to go, and the 16, Christian
Delgado.
Locks
it up, though. He locks it up.
To go. Oh, the heavy contact for the 20, and
I will say,
10.
I does he have anything broken is my question.
I don't know. Big, pretty heavy damage there. I don't know if he had
11 car is going to be now 15 laps down out of the race now, sadly. Was your pole sitter. Let me check if he is in the infield care center. And maybe we can get a talk with him and see what happened.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. For those of you, we did forget, Peter did win last week's race at Richmond.
Oh!
Lilith did finish second. Everybody was involved in an incident last week. There was so many things that happened. Peter, yes, had won last week's race, leading 14 laps. Lilith had led 102 of the 200 laps last week, so she was pretty dominant. That would help contribute to why Peter was able to gain in her in the standings. You see Peter right now sitting in front of the pace car, or behind the pace car in front of the leader, trying to get a lap back here. Currently mired back here in the 13th position behind Jackson Carr, who's in 12th. Carr's is showing Carr out of the race? What? No, that's not correct.
Jason Middletown.
Yo.
You got a copy?
Yeah.
You want to explain to us what happened? You had a really good start.
Yeah. When they first wrecked up in front of me, I thought they were going to come straight up into the wall. And I locked the brakes to avoid any further contact damage to their cars or my car. And as soon as I did it, it just hooked a dead right. And at that point, it was unsavable because I was already at the wall. So it killed my right front there. And then when Justin self-spun in front of me, same thing happened. Just trying to be courteous, not give the other car any damage. And yeah, cost me 6 laps. And that's in pretty much an impossible deficit at Bristol, so I am through for the night.
Well, hopefully you can get back out there and run next week. We will be at Chicagoland. What is your thoughts on next week?
Chicagoland is one of my best tracks along with Bristol, so I hope to do pretty well, but we will have to see how it goes when the time comes.
Yes, sir. Sorry for what happened here tonight. Hopefully you jump back and get up into the point standings. I believe you are.
Since I'm part-time, I don't think I get points counted for me.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can still make an appearance and possibly win next week. Hope you have a wonderful night. Sorry for what happened. You got anything, Angel?
Man, great racing tonight. Again, unfortunate that we have to talk to you so early, but at least it's fun to come in as a part-timer and show that you have the speed, obviously qualifying on pole and getting out there and leading plenty of laps. So, good race, and hope to see you again soon, and, hopefully in Victory Lane next time.
Sir, will do. Thank you, guys.
All right, you have a wonderful night, sir.
You too.
All right, pace car's down. Larry Garnes, is going to stay out this last time around. Everybody looks like there's at least the top. Oh no, everybody pit. I'm so sorry. Larry Garnes did pit with everybody. Coming out in first though, didn't take tires. It looks like a 6.67 second stop. Could have been just right sides. But here comes Lilith Peters on the outside, gonna immediately take the lead. And she'll dive to the bottom now. I think she's been seeing how well everybody's been saving their tires down there, and she might have to take to some of that. As you see Cameron Harris now, he's up to third, now looking for second in that beautiful Coors Light number 27. Oh no, Lilith Peters!
Wrecking.
Oh my goodness! What all happened to the leader going into turn number, whatever turn this was? Oh my goodness!
Let's run that back.
All right, let's jump back.
Lilith got loose there coming off of turn 4. I think that's what happened. Yeah.
Yep.
Lilith gets loose. That's what happens, though. You should.
Exactly what you're saying.
Cold tires. I'm sorry.
Yep. Cold tires and trying to run the bottom. Oh, Cameron Harris. Oh, and Peter's gonna take damage too. Oh, there goes the 72 as well.
Some decent cars taken out here tonight. I'm expecting some chats to be blown up after this night.
I'm excited for that. Absolutely, we love chaos here.
New race. Oops, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Give me 1 moment.
Well, right now, Larry Garnes will take the lead back.
I accidentally closed out my sim.
Well, I can't tell. I've done that before. So, I do it at work all the time. I got like a double monitor at work, and I go to like one screen or like to go click on something in the top left corner, accidentally go a millimeter too far over, and boom, click out of something important.
Oh, I accidentally clicked the X button, so I gotta reopen it.
We will be completing lap 99 onto 100, so we'll be just about 2 laps from our halfway point. So, Larry Garnes, once again, your leader. David Lafano's made his way up to the 2nd spot. David Hera in 3rd. Nice recovery for him after we saw him almost going a lap down early in the race and being part of that first caution. Travis Rodriguez, haven't had an opportunity to speak much with him. He's got a new paint scheme for tonight compared to last week. Nathan Christensen is going to be in that 5th spot. Christian Delgado in 16th. Probably one of my favorite paint schemes of the league. I think I just really love this 16 car. Adam Angerstein, he's made his way back up here into the top 10. Remember, he was pitting under green.
Kind of a question. Can we look at the number 27 car and see how much damage he has if he took a fast repair?
Oh, he might have had a tow. He's been on there for well over 2 minutes now. So Liz Peters, she's back out there. It looks like she definitely took her fast repair, so she'll have to be careful here for the rest of the race. I do believe will also not be on the lead lap at the moment.
Yeah, that definitely will shake up the field tonight. The 57 car. Liz Peters still... that really... I don't know. Unexpected, right?
Well, I'll tell you who this works out best for. This is Travis Rodriguez and David Lafano. The top 3 in points coming into tonight. Peter, Lilith, and Cameron, they were all just involved in that wreck. And granted, 2 of them are still out there and will probably get their laps back. Halfway through the race, though, you got to be liking yourself right now, considering, not that you ever root for bad, but if it's going to happen, at least let it work in your favor.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, looks like lights are off on the pace car. We are lined up side by side again. We're going to have 99 laps to go as we go green flag racing once again. Emily, take us away.
As the 20 car has that shot, going to be taking it off, going to be interesting. Going to be choosing to stay on that bottom line. 20 car is going to be running the bottom. 8's going to be running that high line. Going to be getting that big run that top line gives everybody. 7 car is going to be now in 3rd place. Going to be running that mid to bottom lines, 2 wide action behind, even almost 3 wide I thought I saw. 15 cars gonna be back up into, I believe that is P5. Definitely doing some moving out here tonight. 2 wide back between Peter there, which I believe is back on the lead lap. That's 6 car.
I don't. No, he's still 1 lap down. He's your
still 1 lap down.
He's your current lucky dog, as he sits 1.3 seconds in front of Lilith.
Oh, he's wrecking.
He got into somebody there. I'm not exactly sure who it was. Oh, the Peter's loose. Look at the hands. This is very rare that you can see the hands moving in these race cars, and you saw it right there. Oh, there is a caution now.
Caution.
That's exactly what the 6 needed. That should give him the lucky dog. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness, no! It is the 3, and it is Peters. Oh, the 3. Look at the 3. That left front is completely locked up. Hold on. We got to go back and see what happened to Nathan Christensen just a moment ago.
Oh, my God. Oh, hold on. Go back to the 3 car.
Yep. No, this has got to be before.
Yeah. That 3 car probably will be penalized for that, too.
Well, no, I can't. The 3 should not be penalized. Okay, so what happens is the 3 got loose, the 6 got into him, smacks the wall. The left front, if you look at this thing now, let's go jump over to it. It is locked up. He cannot turn this thing no matter what he does.
Okay, let's go. I think he tried getting off the track and didn't realize Lilith Peters was going to go low. I think that's what happened. And ended up actually turning her. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, that's completely accidental and just unfortunate, of course, for Lilith Peters and the 3.
And that's going to ruin her night tonight. She already took her fast repair, sadly. Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, look at the way that right front is turned. This thing has got some heavy damage for her. Wow, talk about championship implications tonight. I'm not one to say those words. I'm tired of hearing the same thing over and over on NBC, but wow.
Yeah.
The 8's currently stopped in the front stretch. I'm not sure if he's maybe waiting for the pace car.
I think that might be what happened.
Oh, yep,
Yeah.
I see the pace car here now. Just wow.
No words for that.
I don't know. I mean, and it's so unfortunate because the 3, again, nothing more the 3 could have done there. I mean, sure, communication could be a little bit better here and there, but this is Bristol. You can only communicate so quickly, you know? Hold on, everybody. My mouse is going to be giving me some issues today, and it looks like that's exactly what happened there. Well, I don't know what to think now.
I don't got words. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe do they have a sponsor by chance for tonight? I thought I checked, but I don't know if they do.
I have not seen. Of course, we can go ahead and. Oh, somebody just blew an engine. It sounded like. I just heard over my. I thought it sounded like somebody blew their engine, but maybe I was wrong.
Engine blew up down pit lane, I believe.
Oh, that's what it was. All right. No, I don't believe we have any specific sponsors for the race itself, but nonetheless, pace car's down. David Lafano, your leader. Big jump for him. He's off to the races.
Yes, pulling a huge lead off of those second and third place cars. Definitely going to be out there. A lot of cars being loose here tonight, and that's one thing you wouldn't think with these cars, but I know myself, these cars are extremely loose in those Gen 6 cars, I believe they're called now.
Well, no, these are Gen 7. Gen 7, even though they're still next gens, but they're Gen 7s, you know.
But the Gen 6 cars here, I feel like the Gen 6 cars handle a lot better than these, so.
Oh, but these are more fun to drive, though.
Yeah.
Depending on who you ask, right?
Yes. No, don't get me wrong. I love these cars to death, but I still like my Gen 6.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
I haven't touched those cars in about 4 months now since my league that I used to run those in switched to next gens. Kind of miss those things.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, no, they're fun. They are a ton of fun. So, right now we are looking like we are gonna 85 laps to go this time around. So drivers looking to really settle in here, and this is the moment where we end up
on the front. I think I heard.
It looks like the set.
Caution.
Oh, the 7 is wrecking. There goes another one of your points leaders. Oh my goodness. Who put a hit out for these for the?
Oh my god! I don't know if it's just me, but we're halfway through and everything's no words.
We're gonna give Corey a moment, and then we're gonna bring him in here just for
yes.
Give him a moment to do his race control stuff. I think it seems pretty simple here. We'll go back in. Might actually be a good idea to show everybody. At the very least, what happened there.
Oh yeah, I got no words for this, I'm gonna be honest.
Let's see.
I think he just got loose.
Yep. A little bit tagged the wall right there. Let's see. I was off of 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Seems to be okay. We wanted to make sure we had enough time to see maybe if there's any help at one point. Tags the wall a little bit off of 2 here into 3 and 4.
Where is this at?
Did I not go far enough back? Hold on, this might be it this time around.
I think it's gonna be.
No, yes, you're right. There it is. Actually, overall, pretty solid save. Minimal damage, actually.
That's pretty good.
You know what? That's...
Damage that right rear. My bad. Left rear. I can't do math.
Oh, but that ain't gonna be nothing. I think they'll be just fine for here at Bristol. Putting himself in a pretty solid position aside from doing a good job of not wrecking. So let's see what have we got? What have we got? I'm gonna look for the points again, just because I feel like I have to keep looking back at here. Like I said, Lafano's the guy leading right now. Christian Delgado, while he is currently, he was going 136 out from first going into this race. Still going to be a nice pickup in points, I'd say, with Nathan Christensen having issues. Larry Garnes is going to have himself a good race. David Hara as well. McQuaid, of course, still with his issues with internet, not going to be able to make it, I don't think, for a little while. So, and I don't know, is Justin Horton racing today? Yes, Justin Horton's in 7th, so he's having himself a pretty solid night to make up. But guess what? Peter's back up here. He's in 6th.
I told you.
Yep.
I knew he was going to come back.
And
Well, actually, I lied. I said that about a lot of people, but we don't talk about that.
Wild Man on YouTube rooting on Larry Garnes, as we just mentioned. Currently our biggest move of the race, up 15 spots. Hey, these cautions are working out great for him. He's hanging on tough to 3rd place right here with these old tires.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, excuse me, a little bit of yawn there. Pace car's out, or I'm sorry, pace lights are out. Drivers are lined up.
Definitely not yawning behind the screen
Side by
now.
side.
It's not that this race isn't boring. It's just
No, this is
it's
good.
one of those days.
Well, you know, when you don't get enough sleep the night before, you work an 11-hour shift to come home. You
Yep.
still gotta, those things add up. Anyways, Lafano back up to the lead here. Big jump for him. It looks like we'll be side by side, not for 2nd, but for 3rd between Hara and Larry Garnes.
Yes, still side by side. 6 cars going to be on fresh set of shoes, I believe. Going to be running that outside line. 20 cars going to be shifting up a little bit. Going to send that 15 car a little high. That high line again is going to be coming dominant here tonight. That 16 car is going to be working at bottom of the 8. Going to be a battle between 1st and 2nd, I believe that is.
Yep, Delgado's going to go ahead and take the lead here with a little bit of fresher lap tires. Here comes the 15, the 6. They all got fresh tires as well. I mean, not by much, about 8 to 9 laps maybe. Not all of them being green flag runs either. So, but every little bit can help here. And plus, Lafano could still save his tires well enough and have better tires than these guys in the long run.
Yes, 100%. Christian Delgado is going to be your 16 car race later. Working 125 laps up to 100. 74 laps to go. Gonna be single file line from here on out for now. 6 cars gonna be back up into 3rd place. We think, let's just say it, 6 car was in 13th about 30 to 40 laps ago, and now in 3rd. That gives you any idea of what just happened.
2 laps down, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think I was actually 2 laps down.
So, great recovery, and shows why you never give up here at Bristol Motor Speedway, especially if you're a guy like Jeremy Flanagan.
Yes, he is 2 laps down right now.
And currently, the first car 1 lap, or first car 8 lap down.
And can I say, Cameron Harris 4 laps down? If they get 6 more cautions, Harrison's going to be back in the lead lap.
Well, and just put down his fastest lap of the day, so... Well, the previous time.
I don't know. This group races clean. Okay, let me rephrase that. They race clean, but they have their mishaps like every,
Well, it is the next gen still, and it is Bristol.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't really fault the drivers like that. You know, we've seen some great racing from these guys, and even right now, man, the racing is still very good throughout the pack. You see these guys either on the bottom up against that apron, or they are up against the wall. Everybody is left, right, middle, somewhere. They're trying to find some grip on this racetrack to make some passes.
Oh! Your car gets loose there. Saves
nice save. Beautiful save right there.
Peter Thayer passed Christian Delgado, new race leader, number 6 car. Can't say I didn't see that coming.
You did call it.
Nice car. Same scheme running. Wrecking and ooh, no.
I heard that somebody tapped the wall, but I think we'll be all right
I
for now.
heard wrecking. I don't know.
The
Race control said there's wrecking. I don't know. 20 car. I think.
Yeah, he's going a little slower back here. Looks like not sure what could have happened. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and give everybody a fantastic turn it up session, get you guys to enjoy these beautiful sounds of these race cars for a few laps. We'll come back, do a rundown of the field of everybody who's still out here, and that should take us close to the end of the race. How about that, Emily?
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody, as always, enjoy the turn it up, and if you are listening with headphones, just don't forget to bring down the volume because it will get loud. Well, it looks like we got a little bit distracted there watching the turn it up session back here. Next thing I know, Emily's like, yeah, this lap 150. I think it's time to get going here for us.
Yeah, new race leader. Give me lap. Give me the 9 car. Definitely didn't see that coming. Gap 4-second gap between the 9 and 6 car. What happened?
Angerstein did pit under the last caution at lap 117, and a guy like Lorfano still hasn't pit since 89. Do remember these guys? Everybody only got, if I'm not mistaken, 3 extra sets of tires. 4 extra sets of tires. So they had 5 total tire sets for tonight's race, which I believe averages to about 40 laps a set. So
yeah, roughly.
I don't know. If I was Lorfano, I mean, but you see just the difference between him and like Peter in less than 10 laps, and not even under and most of those under caution. So I think he's just trying to save everything he's got for the very end, tire-wise.
Oh yeah, I'm curious if there's gonna be a green flag stop.
Ooh, well,
I knock on wood. I have a feeling there might be. I don't think we've ever heard that word at Bristol. I'm sorry.
It doesn't happen often, that's for sure. I mean, it also depends on the fuel and whether or not,
Yes.
70% fuel still takes you quite a bit around here.
And a green flag stop at Bristol, I would say this league has definitely done something right.
Oh my goodness, tell me about it. 18 spots gained for Adam Angerstein. It is his time to go through our field as we attempted to do earlier. Emily didn't get a chance to. So
Adam Augustine in the number 9 car from hometown Akron.
Yep, and
gonna be running that Apex machine.
Beautiful
fast
looking
car
paint
out here tonight. Yes, definitely got that Dodge kind of vibe with that number 9. If you see,
a lot like the Ray Abraham number 9 Dodge. Let me see if I can get a little bit of a better view.
Running that Apex looks like a voltage paint as well. Looks pretty nice.
Oh, beautiful paint scheme. Having started back in 19th, did not put a qualifying lap down. Was down 2 laps at one point, having to have made a green flag pit stop after getting loose, smacking the wall. No caution. Needed to use the faster pair. Back out here somehow, leading the race 100 some odd laps later.
All right.
Second place, it's Travis.
Car is back up to second. Working that high line, gonna be from hometown San Ontario. Gonna be working his way up there. 1 car in the wall on the high line. I don't think that'll bring out a caution.
No, we should be just fine from there. So
Lilith Peters working her way back up to the field.
Yeah, she is currently, I believe, we'll see here in just a moment after Purcell,
31
laps down. Yeah, so anything she's doing right now is hoping that some other people drop out of this race and she can make up the spots.
Oh yeah, and definitely at the position she's in right now, she's just trying to make the most of it, especially going into next race. Remember, folks, next race is our cutoff point, so these drivers definitely got to think of where they finish out here tonight and next week, as we will cut down to, I believe, 8 drivers or 12. I think it's 8. I might be wrong. Cliff might.
Oh, it's all right, no problem at all. I do believe it's 8. Is it 6? Because I'm looking at the points right now, and it looks like they have half of it in red and half of it in green. I'm gonna imagine maybe that those.
That's probably gonna be a Cliff question.
In red, I'm gonna imagine that means that they did not get an opportunity. They will not be making it through. So, some of these guys really needed some big points right now going into tonight's race. So we'll have to see how that works out by next week. We'll move on from our second place drivers to David Lorfano here in third.
There entered pit lane.
Oh yes, he did. So
I think we're gonna start having drivers come down pit lane.
Man, we just want to run to the field and give everybody an opportunity. Let's get that done real quick. Lorfano from Poland, Maine, in the Truckers.
6 is the cutoff. I knew Cliff would know that.
Thank you, Cliff. Cliff's always helpful for stuff, even when he's not out over here broadcasting with us. Cliff, we're missing you tonight. Christian Delgado, you said, from Abilene, Kansas. In the link, what is this? A track racer, I think that's the company. Yes, track racer there. Be sure to check him out on his Twitch channel, Christian Boss 13. As he battles David Hara here for 4th. David, of course, one of the guys who helps run this league from Charlotte, North Carolina. Sean Purcell from Rockford, Illinois, currently running in the 4th position. Justin Horton, one of those guys he came in trying to find his way into the playoffs here to the next round. Running solid in 7th.
We'll say, Adam Anderson is sitting in 12th in the playoffs right now. if he wins this, he will, I believe, secure a spot in the playoffs.
Ooh.
I believe that's how they're doing the points.
Delgado comes down pit lane.
Yeah, and that comes back to a lot of drivers coming out here tonight. It's going to be a green flag pit stops for a lot of people.
And that's the thing, you can gain so much time, especially for the 30 laps left in this race, If this stays green and you can, well, I wonder, I think, could Adam...
I say 80 to 90 laps on a tank.
That's
maybe.
what I'm thinking. Can Adam and Travis make it? They pit on lap 117 and 118. Those two drivers might be good to the end.
They might make it. And I think that 9 car may or may... But, let's say this. He is on 60-something lap old tires right now.
Yep, but he's also got the everybody but the top 4 currently 1 lap down.
Oh, yeah.
And not too far behind that 0-4 of Sean Purcell's. You see Adam Angerstein now, I believe, crossing the start-finish line, and there's the 0-4, just not too far in front of him.
Yes, and running in that number 04 car, gonna be Sean Purcell.
Delgado took a ton of time. He had a 41-second pit stop. I wonder if he had a penalty, and I'm going to assume that might be the case.
Maybe. Let's try going through the rest of this field with 25 laps to go, maybe.
See. We did Horton. Time for Peter.
Peter Taylor running the number 6 car, Fanatec. Gonna be from La Plata. I don't know what that is.
It's Maryland. No worries.
Maryland.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to say that, but I probably could. Wow, this is... Yeah, it is Maryland. I'm right, guys. I don't know why I'm doubting myself. Whew, man, just one of those days. Larry Garnes holding on for so far nice, solid 7th place finish right now from Charleston, West Virginia. See the 71 of Robbie Fletcher. Oh, perfect. 71 of Robert Fletcher from Canton, going to allow the leaders to go to his outside. Does not want to be in the way of that. Much respect there from him. I think everybody very much appreciates that. We got to talk about Christian Delgado now down to 10th. 11th place is Nathan Christensen, so even with a locked up left front, seems to be in at least in a decent, all right position, 13 seconds behind Delgado on the same lap as him, so maybe an opportunity to get past him at one point, hopefully.
Yes, Cameron Harris going to be chilling in that number 12 spot, going to be, I believe, still... 5 laps down now. He is going to be running inside line. I believe he did come down pit line, putting him down more laps. Going to be working on him on lap 173. My bad. Going to be from hometown Pennsylvania. Yeah.
All right. Jackson Carr currently running in the 14th position, and I'll let you say this one again.
From Des Moines. I go there about 3 to 4 times a week, doing my door to the dashing. That's how I like to say it.
There you go. Kyle Purcell, he's hanging on for a 10th place finish. I hope that is his dog in that picture.
I do too.
Celebrating his birthday. You know what? Kyle's not on the lead lap. Let's bring him in. Let's have an in-race reporter for tonight for a moment.
Oh yeah, from Lisle, Illinois, I believe that is the 2020 Spring or Truck Series champion, 1 career AARL Cup Series win.
Kyle, I know you're still in the middle of the race here, but I hope for an opportunity to talk to you mid-race. Are you up for it, Kyle?
Sure.
How's it going, buddy? It looks like, honestly, the reason we brought you in, we're going through the field, and we see your picture here for broadcast, and we are hoping this is your dog that's in this picture.
My sister took Maya there, or Sleepo Beepo, to Indianapolis, so I don't see her often anymore, but she's one of my dogs, yeah.
I love that. Was this a party hat, I imagine?
Yeah, it was her birthday.
Oh, you know what?
That's exactly what we were thinking.
Every bit I was hoping for, Kyle. Thank you for the wholesome moment of the race.
No problem, guys.
Give us an insight. Some of these guys, I know we have a couple guys who still haven't pit. Do these guys think they're going to make it on fuel up front? Do you know?
They definitely can. I know in practice, I made it 98 laps before my tire blew. Oh, they're trying to run in front of me. But they've only got to go 80 or so on these tires, and they're better at saving tires than I am in this car. So I have full faith they'll make it. It's just a matter of will Peter catch back up.
Oh boy. Well, I do appreciate the insight. What you got here, Emily, for our friend Kyle?
I really got not much. You do have one career win. I know you're 27 laps down, but what are you thinking in the playoffs going into next week at Chicagoland?
Just since I'm not in the playoffs, I didn't run full time the first half of the season, so I'm just trying to do the same thing I did here. Try not to cause wrecks. I caused one, unfortunately. I tried to let someone by in. I just got myself loose and spun it. So that was my bad. And then I got collected with race control. Fell asleep, and I got collected in another one, and unfortunately had to tow and had a meatball. So just trying to keep it clean and not cause any playoff implications myself, because I'm just kind of here trying to get some experience before next season.
Yes, 100%. Angel, you got anything else?
No, we'll let you go, Kyle. We got 10 laps to go here. Thank you for jumping in and giving us this insight. Looks like you got a hornet's nest in front of you. Go ahead and good luck
I'm
to
just
it.
going to sit back. All right, thanks.
All right. 8 laps to go. I believe at the line, racing is going to be number 9 car of Adam Anderson, going to be having at least an 8-second gap behind second place of the number 7 car of Travis Rodriguez. Looks like 9 cars gonna have a strong possible win out here tonight. Got 2 lap cars, I believe, behind him. The 16 and that number 72 gonna be working on the inside. Both probably pitted to get fresh new shoes. 9 cars gonna stay out. 7 laps to go now. 10 cars gonna be behind him again. We were just talking about him. Again, 9 car went from dead last to first place, up 18 spots, guys.
I do like that Cliff, of course, still watching with us. He's rooting for Peter to go for a three-peat. Peter's 13 seconds back with 50-lap fresher tires almost, but he's going to need a caution if anything's going to happen. You see Larry Garnes making his way down pit lane. Looks like he was not able to save just enough fuel, unfortunately.
Yes, or it might have been a tire blown out. You never know.
He actually didn't take tires the last time, so that could be it. Yeah, that could be it.
I think it looked like he had a tire down, and it's hard to say that because I don't think once I've had a tire that's gone down, and I've been really want to test it.
Well, after 90 laps at Bristol pushing it hard, you might be able to get it done. So if you've got about 40 minutes of your time one day, I'd definitely consider that. You saw David Hara making his way around Adam Agrenstein. He's in the 5th position, getting his lap back. He pit lap at lap 170, so this is nice to get his lap back. 3 laps to go right now for Adam Angerstein as he dives down here into turn number 3. Travis Rodriguez still in 2nd. David Lofano in 3rd. Peter is going to be in 4th. David Hara in the top 5. Him.
Hornets Nest behind Peter as he is pulling away from David. Back up into 4th place. Up 3 spots from where he started. Looking to be able to get a stable points in. He should not fall out of this top 6 cutoff line that we have for next week. Remember, 6 drivers going into Chicagoland.
Yep.
6 drivers will be
Here it
leaving.
Is. Adam Angerstein off of turn number 4. Don't mean to cut you off, Emily, but Adam Angerstein with the comeback victory of the year, I have to say.
That went by fast.
Yes, it did. Wow, but unbelievable for Adam Angerstein there. Great job.
Yes, 100%. Running from last to first. Definitely gonna want to talk to him.
Yep, gonna be excited for that one. We're gonna go ahead and bring in David Lofano. Actually, first, before we bring anybody in, let's let Adam Angerstein burn it down, just up against the wall. Doesn't matter how you burn it down, just burn it down, Adam. Peter gonna come in and give you a little bit of congratulations there as well. Looks like the whole pack is gonna come congratulate Adam on this one.
Look at everybody on the
Oh, he is. Oh, I don't think they just did it. Just don't want to let him have fun and do his burnout. Oh, you gotta love all the fun right now here amongst everybody. We're gonna jump over here to the 8 car of David Lofano. Can I get
I can get him for you. David Lofano, this is Emily and Angel in the booth. You got a copy here tonight.
Yeah, I got you.
Finishing 3rd out there tonight. What was going through your mind? I know you had Peter coming hot on your tail. Definitely was getting scary. I heard from my information that 98 laps is where you can go before you blow a tire out.
I was sitting there like, I don't remember when I last pitted, but
lap 89, so you know.
Man, the strategy just I see everyone pitting, and I think Travis Rodriguez there was on fresher tires. So I knew I'd probably lose to him anyways if I pitted. So I stayed out, tried to save what I could. I know Peter was coming, but then all of a sudden right there at the end, he kind of slipped back a little bit when a couple of the other lap cars came by him. So gave me a little bit of breathing room. But hey, it all worked out. I would never want to do that again on, over 100 laps on tires at this place.
I mean, David, I thought that was a fantastic way. Yeah, you had 80. You had you had more laps on your tires than the actual lap you pit on your tire for tires. You were 30 lap older tires. Then
I didn't really want to stop on the green, so at that point, it is what it is, I guess. So I'll take a podium all day long after that one.
Oh yeah, 100% going into the next race. Chicagoland, you have made it into the top 3 going into Chicagoland. You got secured spot. Hopefully, looking at the point standings next week, what is going to go through your mind going into Chicagoland?
I'll say it now. I suck at mile and a halves. So
I've been hearing that a lot from a lot of people.
I don't know. I think I'll be all right points wise. I think if I can just scrape together a top 5, top 10 finish, I'll be all right. But yeah, looking forward to hopefully getting through there and heading to Martinsville.
Or Lafano, let me go ahead and at least give you this. And I know it was a chaos of a race, but when we did race in KMM, you finished second at Chicagoland. So,
well, I guess I don't remember that, but hey,
I'm just trying to give you a little bit of encouragement for next week.
Yeah, I appreciate that a little bit. There you go. Thank you.
Oh, of course, man. Congratulations, great finish. Go ahead and shout out who you got to shout out, and we'll let you go celebrate the top 3 and go get ready for another podium next week in Chicago.
Yeah, I got to give a thanks to Lucky Dog Detailing, Holyoke Cornhole Boards and Bags, Top Sale Trucking for the main sponsor here, and HMS as a whole. I see David Hare finished top 5, so that's 2 HMS in the top 5. So that's a good night for us, and we'll get ready for Chicagoland.
Well, congratulations, David, again on your podium finish. Great job tonight, hanging on for. I'm telling you, man, not only the guy in front of you had 30 lap fresher tires, the guy behind you had almost 80 lap fresher tires. So great job, David, hanging on tonight. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. And we got Travis Rodriguez in the booth. Travis Rodriguez, this is Emily and Angel in the booth. You got a copy with us.
Yes. Hello.
Well, Travis, great job tonight. Gonna finish here in the second position. You were kind of up and down. I know everybody was up and down throughout the field tonight, but there were some moments that we were unsure. You were sideways. You did a great job of not raking it, of being sideways but not raking it, and really hanging on. You're gonna come home with a second place finish. I mean, gosh, could you have expected this would have worked out for you here?
No, not at all. There were a couple times coming off the corner, if back end steps, I'm like, okay, I can catch it. We're cool. Get down the straightaway. The very next corner exit, it snapped. It got loose. Like, okay, I caught it and then just snapped back into the wall. I'm like, is it broken? And it turned left. I was like, okay, we're good. We're gonna keep going.
Well, that's a pretty big break for you there, Travis. I mean, you were 8 seconds behind the leader. Adam Agenstein just had the right, was in the right place at the right time, was able to just kind of take off and check out from there. I know a second place finish isn't quite a victory, but a podium nonetheless is definitely something to be pretty happy about, especially with the point stay that you needed. I mean, I know Lafano's right behind you, but and Peter kind of in fourth, but with Lilith Peters having a real bad race and some of these other guys, that'll definitely help you come at least points wise.
Oh, definitely. What points were something I was worried about? I mean, I didn't get to put a lot of practice into the race, so it was a lot of kind of, we're going to see where this goes and see what happens. I'm just going to ride around as best I can and push where I need to. So I'm happy it ended up the way it did.
Well, yeah, I mean, you put on a show in the process really for us to enjoy ourselves. Emily, you got anything here for Travis before we let him thank his sponsors?
No, not really much. Congratulations on P2. Hope to see you at Chicagoland next week.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wow. Before we bring in our winner, Justin Horton just posted here in the
Yeah, I was
chat.
just about to mention that too.
1% on the right front.
About to
Wow.
blow that tire. Wow.
And he'll pull off a 7th place finish in the process. So
Yes. All right, race leader Adam Angerstein. You got a copy in the booth. This is Emily and Angel. Congrats on that win. What was going through your mind that whole time?
No cautions.
Yes, definitely running the fast lap, but I think you're pulling at least an 8.5-second gap from that lead pack. What was your strategy here for tonight? You ran from last to first. Definitely kind of reminds me of from dirt to Daytona, you know?
Well, I drove up, then I got in a accident that was my own fault, and then I had to pit, so I was laps down, and then I just avoided all the cautions that were ahead of me, and at the end, nobody pitted, and I was like, well, if I pit now, there's another set in case there's a caution, which I just said I hope there's not one, and no one else pitted, so I had the best tires.
Oh yeah, Angel, you got anything to say to him tonight?
Adam, I said it right as you crossed that start finish line. I had to say probably comeback win of the season, and probably one of the best I've had the opportunity to broadcast. You were 2 laps down, pitting under caution. Under green. I had you written off. Not that I ever want to write anybody off, but I wasn't sure you'd be able to find those 2 laps, because typically 2 laps is not that hard at Bristol, but you have to have some luck. People have to not be a lap down when the caution comes out. I mean, so many things need to go your way, and then you just went out there and earned it. So all I got to say is congratulations, and I'll let you go ahead and thank your sponsors and anybody else you'd like to thank before we let you celebrate this victory.
I'll thank Kyle just because he helped me motivate through. I'll thank Josh for it's his team. He wasn't here tonight, but I'll thank him. And like I said, I was 2 laps down. I stayed out on old tires, stayed out again. Then I had to pit, and then a caution came out, so I was lucky to be on the lead lap. And then another caution came, so I pitted, and then I got lucky and kind of rode around mid-pack and then just pitted at the end because no one else did. And it's the same way I won at Nashville, man. I did literally the same thing. I just had better tires than everybody else, but hey, that's sometimes the way it works.
I'd say, the third time it happens is no longer a coincidence, isn't it? So let's go ahead and see if we get that one again, Adam. You did get a bunch of shout outs on our YouTube. Be sure later, when you get a chance to go ahead and watch that over again, see everybody shouting you out there at the end. Big win for you and congratulations.
I had no idea about that, but I'll take it. No, like I said, I'll sometimes watch them depending on how I did, because after I won Nashville, I'm not going to lie, I've been pretty bad since the win I got a couple races ago. So most of them were my mistakes, wrecking. Like I said, I even pulled up in front of my teammate, and he's like, oh, I was like, nah, it wasn't your fault, dude. I thought I was clear, and I wasn't, and smacked the wall and had to come down pit road, and then I was like, oh, well, it's over. Apparently not.
Absolutely, apparently not. No, Adam, hey, I'll take a couple bad races in sandwiched between a couple of victories.
Trust me, I'll take them whatever I can get them, because I can't. I don't win a whole lot, man, but I'll take 2 out of however many it's been, 5 or 4, whatever.
Oh boy, well, yeah. Congratulations again, Adam. Next week is Chicagoland. We wish you the best of luck. Go enjoy this victory, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
Man, what a finish. What a great way to cap off this race. We're going to go ahead and bring up your race results here in, let's see. Let me go ahead and remove this. Perfect. We just finished speaking to the man, the winner of 2 races so far this season, Adam Angerstein for Assault Motorsports. His teammate Travis Rodriguez will finish in 2nd as well. David Lorfano will finish in 3rd. Peter will finish in 4th. David Hera in 5th. Sean Purcell comes home in 6th. 7th belongs to Justin Horton, the man with 1%. I think that's 1 or 2 more laps, and he has a blown tire right there, costing him a 7th place finish and a ton of points. Christian Nagato would come home in 8th. Robbie Fletcher in 9th, and Cameron Harris will round out the top 10.
Can I say 4 cars on the lead lap?
Yeah, with those guys are having to come down pit lane and use some strategy there at the end, yeah, that would work out that way. So that's
Just
Bristol
not
for you.
And 11's gonna be Nathan Kirstensen. I think that's what that's called.
Oh, I've just been saying Christensen. Hopefully, I've been saying that right.
Christensen,
So.
something like
That's what I've
that.
been saying. Hopefully, if I've been saying it wrong, Nathan, I'm sorry.
12th place is going to be Jeremy Flanagan. 13th is going to be Jackson Carr. Had a rough night tonight. Hopefully he can come back and bounce back next week at Chicagoland. 14th is going to be Larry Garns. 15th is going to be Kyle Purcell. 16th is going to be Lilith Peters. Ended up getting in a couple wrecks. Ended up ending her night short, but still strong on the points. 17th is going to be Johnny May. 18th, Jason Milltown. 19th is going to be Tyrone Jr.
You know what?
And that's going to be rounding out our field tonight.
Points have actually been posted already. We can
Already?
Yeah, so before we finish up, Peter, of course, does hold on to the lead. Went into this race with a 5-point lead over Lilith. Will leave with a 50-point lead after tonight.
Oh my, definitely. David Lafano is going to be still... Okay, so I'm going to read this off. Going into next race, our top 6 contenders right now. First are going to be Peter Tarrant. Second, Lilith Peters. Third, Travis Rodriguez. Fourth, Cameron Harris. Fifth, David Lafano. And sixth, Davis Harris. Those are our cutoff spots. The people that have that are in the red and potential could make it in would be Justin Horton, Adam Angerstein with that win. So he is in, I believe, a top 4 or higher finish next week in order to make it into the playoffs. Christian Delgado, I believe he needs a win as well to be able to make it into the playoffs. A lot of these drivers in the top from 7th to 12th need a win to make it into the playoffs, or top 3 or higher, I believe.
Well, and we will say, going into tonight's race, Adam Angerstein was down. Let me go ahead and verify what his difference was. He was down 56 points from 6th place Justin Horton. He goes into next week's race from 12th to 8th, now only back 5 points out of that top 6.
So,
unreal for that.
Yeah, going into this race, Adam Angerstein was 12th in points. Leaving this race, he is 8th in points. So he is getting close. If he has a good finish in the next week, he will make it into the playoffs. Next week, ending that race next week at Chicagoland, we'll give our top 6 contenders for that playoff trophy.
Well, we did have a fantastic race tonight. We appreciate everybody joining us. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Get that YouTube algorithm out for us. This isn't just for all of your, everybody who's racing tonight, not just for us. It's for those who are watching at home and, just to get, their sponsors who help pay for all these things that happen. So we want to make sure that they are at least well represented and get that exposure that they deserve for really helping out our sim community and those guys here at AARL. We do appreciate, once again, as I said, everybody coming by. Next week, Emily mentioned, we are at Chicagoland, probably one of my favorite tracks, and these cars are going to be a ton of fun, I believe, at Chicagoland. So we'll go ahead and let everybody off for the evening. Thank you once again so much for joining us. Emily, I'll let you sign us off.
All right, you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe out here this week. Only Tuesday in. Hope everybody has a safe work week. Good night, everybody.
All right, we are clear. No, not at all. I mean, the end of the race, it really did finish out of nowhere. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to cut you